Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Intentional Current. I'm sure some of you might have noticed I've taken a little brief hiatus for a little while. I've had a lot of things preoccupying my time, but I'm back now and I'm excited to do this episode for you guys. The issue today that we're talking about is a pretty important issue. It's been discussed pretty widely throughout the mainstream media, throughout the country actually, for the past couple of weeks. I'm sure most of you have heard about it by now. It's the conversation going on with student loan debt. A couple weeks ago, Biden announced he's going to do some kind of student loan debt, and it's not perfect, but it's certainly a step in the right direction. Here's how it works. For people making $125,000 a year and below, they're going to get their student debt canceled by $10,000. Married couples making $250,000 a year or below are going to get their debt canceled by $20,000 or $10,000 each. On top of that, if you've received a Pell Grant, which is basically a grant from the federal government, that's an additional $10,000 that they're going to reduce your debt for if you're an individual, to bring that sum to $20,000, and then obviously $40,000 for married couples. Here's what the issue is, and this is what's getting under my skin. The way this is being discussed right now by the mainstream media and the establishment on both sides is just completely misleading and dishonest, and quite frankly, it's disgusting. They're making it they're using the typical arguments that the establishment uses, that the elitists use whenever they're against anything that benefits the working class. How are we going to pay for this? How are we going to pay for that? It's total BS. It's nonsense. Nobody ever barely talks about how we're going to pay for things when it comes to things that benefit the elites and the wealthy in this country, which the government does things nonstop for them, just nonstop every day. And but now that there's something that's benefiting the working class, now that there's something that's substantive for the working class, they want to bring out the old playbook. Oh, how we're going to pay for this, how we're going to pay for that. Nobody talks about how we're going to pay for the trillions of dollars in corporate tax cuts that was given through the 2017 Trump tax cuts. Nobody talks about how we're going to pay for the trillions of dollars that was given just recently, a couple of years back, with the COVID relief tax cuts that, not tax cuts, but the COVID relief that went to largely some of the wealthiest corporations in the country, a lot of whom didn't really even ask for any relief. Nobody talks about how we're going to pay for the billions of dollars in corporate subsidies that's given on the regular for some of the wealthiest corporations in the country, in the world. But they want to talk about now that there's something being done for working class Americans for a change. How are we going to pay for this $500 billion venture? Not trillions, they're just constantly just making it rain on every corporation, every wealthy corporation they can. But no, just $500 billion, just the bare minimum that can be done for working class Americans, especially people coming out of college or people that have accumulated, tremendous debt due to college, And it's sad to see, a lot of the arguments right now, how we're gonna pay for it. That's one that I've said that a couple of times. Another one is, it's not fair to the. Another one, is it's not fair to the people that have already paid their student loan debt. Another one is, it's not fair to people that haven't even went to college, working class Americans that haven't even went to college, now paying for the debt of people that did. I have a couple of things to say about this. Like, this is just total BS. Like, first of all, like the whole idea that this is somehow, harming the working class is, just not true. Like, the 87% of the people that are benefiting from this policy that Joe Biden just announced are making $75,000 or less a year. That is the working class. On top of that, like, I'm sure a lot of the people that have already paid their student loan debt, I'm sure a lot of them are probably parents that have kids that are drowning probably in student loan debt. You think that that's not benefiting them, or that they don't want to see their kids not drown in student loan debt? I'm pretty sure they would look at that as a good thing. On top of all of that, just the fact that, this is not raising any working class taxes. This is simply just reallocating funds towards, something that's gonna benefit the working class. 43 million Americans, by the way. So, yeah, just complete dishonesty from the mainstream media and the establishment on both sides. There are some Republicans that are even taking initiatives to try to see if they can block the student loan debt that Biden has, that Biden announced a couple of weeks ago. I think Ted Cruz is one of them. Yeah, it's how are you not only against this, but now you're taking steps to try to block this policy? It's just completely disgusting all the way around. It's the elites going out of their way to try to see to it that the working class does not get the benefits that they deserve, does not get the help that they deserve and that they much need, all the while still just frivolously giving tax cuts and subsidies and relief till the cows come home to some of the wealthiest Americans and the wealthiest corporations in the country and the world. Yeah, sad state of affairs when it comes to that. But I've seen, a lot of good reporting by a lot of other progressive YouTube channels when it comes to this. I've seen a lot of good reporting when it comes to a lot of independent news sources when it comes to this. This is honestly a big reason why people are being much more turned away from mainstream media and much more turned on to independent media and YouTube news outlets now. Yeah, sad state of affairs, but the good thing is that, the silver lining, the good thing behind this all is that, there is student debt relief coming, and, it doesn't go as far as, it doesn't go as far as I would like it to go. Again, I would like to see ideally all student loan debt completely wiped clean. I would like to see ideally public colleges and community colleges being made tuition free. Again, countries all around the world are doing this. Multiple countries around the world are already doing this. Some countries even give their students stipends because they know that this is an investment into the future of the country if they're helping out the students of the country. So, yeah, we need to, good stuff, good policy, but we need to definitely, keep it up and, continue to do more. Thank you guys for watching another episode of The Intentional Current. Like and subscribe if you want to. If not, then still love you. Hope you're having a good day. Be easy.